the Assassin crew, each sub-area of Zuria has its own feral monster that must be defeated in order to unlock the canned function of that specific part. Problem is, in the demo we are restricted to level 10, and those monsters are much higher level than us. Thus, they one-shot us and are tanky as hell. The hardest one out of all of these is Feral Brachydios. He one-shots you, barely receives any damage, has tons of HP, and worst of all, frequently does an AoE attack, meaning under normal circumstances you lose 2 hearts every 2 turns. Since you only have 3, it's over for most players after turn 2 or 3. So who in their right mind would actually try and beat this monster before the full game comes out on March 12th? Yeah, it is doable, and I'll show you how. Don't worry, the much more doable Marcella will get a tutorial video as well. If you want to see the full fight, I'll have it linked in the description. Unlike Narcilla, you do need to set up your party and do some grinding in order to increase your odds of winning. The first thing you need in terms of equipment is the magical charm hunting horn. You can craft the weapon from an item you get early on in a chest. Sadly, I don't know the exact location anymore, but I think it was Blightstone Woods. Why do you need this specific hunting horn? Well, it's the only hunting horn in the demo that can actually give you and your partner 1 heart. You aren't dreaming, you aren't mishearing. It really does recover a heart for you. Best thing is, you can do it an infinite number of times. But in order to do it, you need to play 4 notes first. So 4 turns of attacking before you can recover 1 heart. You will be on that weapon a lot. But if you ever need to switch or have your melody set up and you don't want to lose them by attacking since you already have 3 hearts, you can switch to a different weapon. Now to the monsties. Your most important monsties are Gypsaros and Purple Gypsaros. You want to apply the poison status via Gypsaros' toxic attack. Try to get one with the ability Inflict rate up. Whenever Brachydios is about to use an AoE attack, you need the Tail Stun ability from Purple Gypsaros. It is an attack that has speed priority and has a chance to stun the monster, disabling that attack entirely. Other monsties are Toby Kadachi for your speed attacks, as this Brachy is weak to thunder, and a technical monstie. I chose Yan Kutku for the low chance of burning the target. Toby's single target speed skill, in addition, has the chance to paralyze. Trust me, it can save you. Furthermore, I suggest you put the Gypsaros into the Habitat Restoration of the Fire region so you can get the X skill Heat Shimmer. This skill increases your dodge rate and can be repeatedly used until you get the dodge chance large buff on your party. Your partner should be Odgen, or how you pronounce him, and his Pookie Pokey. More chances of inflicting poison, and he also brings a hunting horn that gives you dodge chance S and sometimes attack and a Wyvern Fell bonus. Contrary to the other fights, you need specific items. These are Sleep Knife, Paralysis Knife, and Vital Essence. Where can you get them from? Vital Essence can be obtained from rare dens. I don't know if normal dens work too. With the special den event where there are a lot of items. Go into the dens during nighttime, as this increases your chance of getting a den event. The knives are obtainable from these cogwheel-looking gathering points in the den or in the battleground area in the overworld. Before fighting him, make sure to save, so you can just reset the game when you used your vital essences, so you don't have to farm them over and over again. So now that we're set up, let's get into the battle. Brachy starts with a power type attack. There are 3 options for you. Combo with your Monstie using a normal speed attack. Use a speed type attack, defensive ditty. Use a technical defensive ditty if the head-to-head attack goes against your allies. Your Monstie is either gonna be using a speed attack if Brachy focuses it, or you go for Venom from Gypsaros. This principle of reacting depending on the Brachy AI persists throughout the fight. Later, you also have to take your allies into account. Next turn, it will use an AoE attack. Switch to Purple Gypsaros and hope that the tail stun ability procs. You can also use a sleep knife or a paralysis knife to increase your chances of cancelling Brachy's turn. Don't worry if it didn't work, you still have a small chance to dodge. And even then, losing 2 hearts is not that bad as long as you get a single stun within those 4 turns whenever Brachy does an AoE attack or just enough dodges. The rule of this fight is survive for as long as possible, stun, poison, and stack up nodes for heart recovery. Turn 3 has him switch to his enraged state. Now he goes for speed attacks, so counter with technical ones. Keep your eyes peeled for the Wyvern Soul gauge, especially in turn 4. If you think you can break it, go for it. Small tip, Hunting Horn skill Rallying Refrain does more damage to the gauge than other attacks of yours. Another important piece of advice for the entire hunt. There is a chance that your Monsties, for some reason, attack, or better to say, will attack, the crystal part when it's in counter mode. Try and check every turn if that's the case, so you can order them to attack something else. Otherwise, you lose 1 heart just like that. When you stagger Brachy, you basically receive 1 turn for free. Use it to set up nodes or do other things. Whenever you can afford during the fight, fill the kinship gauge of one of your Monsties. Check if poison is still applied to Brachy. In the 4th turn, Brachy will use another AoE attack. Try and cancel this with knives and tail stun. Afterwards, he will use a Feral Dragon Feller. This attack will happen in other turns even if you cancel it. So your goal is to stagger Brachy before that happens. Cancel or deplete the Wyvern Fail gauge so that he is staggered. In this staggered state, he whiffs all of his attacks. Use that to force him to get out of rage mode. Avoid using any kind of stun ability during the stagger, otherwise he will be back to normal and just hit the normal Feral Dragonfeller attack. Once he uses that attack, he returns back to his non-enraged state and the entire pattern repeats. Here's some more advice for this fight. Don't forget about your stamina bar. Only commit to a strategy if you actually got enough stamina to execute this. This almost cost me the run, pretty close to beating him. Also, if you are low on hearts and he is about to do his AoE, use a kinship skill from your Monstie. Try to collect as many Monsties with full kinship as possible so you can use them in a pinch. Avoid using your vital essences early in the fight. It's not that bad if you lose a run there. Just hope for RNG. You can use the essences later when you have come very far. Never, and I mean never, do a synchro rush. While it does give you kinship, it makes the monster get up immediately after. Better to not do it and have a free turn. You need those. If you're close to breaking the Wyvern Soul gauge, Try using a faster monster like Tobikadachi, since slow monsters might end up not attacking in time before Brachy attacks. If you want to make sure that you can survive an attack while at 2 hearts and the Brachy is low HP and you don't have any kinship skills or stuff that can cancel it, use your Vital Essence for that. This fight requires a lot of luck. Please don't get too frustrated when it doesn't work out for a while. It took at least 50 tries for me. So, this is all I have for this fight. It was quite a rush to finally beat it. Maybe with those tips you can beat him too. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video and that it perhaps helped you out as well. Thank you really much for watching, guys. Bye bye!